Oh, shit.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. Get you running. Get that quarterback.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Jackson forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Doing too much.
And picked up by the Chargers.
It always happens.
The training or the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one paramount, because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble.
Coming to you.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Special allergies.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Oh, shit.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going
busted
deep
coverage.
for Brown. Oh, wide open, complete.
That's on me, busted coverage.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Yeah, busted coverage.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a loss of 5 there. Bringing up 2nd.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Delta. Go out. Step.
To throw on 3rd down. Stacy. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Harris to return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's a gain of 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Let's go, D.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Got him.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And picked up by the Chargers. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.
Good shit, y'all. Defense finally waking up.
Second time he's lost a fumble.
They've been asleep the last 2-3 weeks.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Rock it.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I mean, I have a defense I can run that can stop it. But
we've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Caught him at the right time.
Take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Caught him at the right time.
The defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
I ran into the wrong side. That's my fault. That's a hard-ass read to make.
It'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch.
Yeah, it's a hard-ass read to
completion,
make.
0 yards gain,
my quarterback being left-handed.
so they're behind schedule, down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use aggressiveness against them as this game goes on.
I don't have last ditch, so it took him forever to get into his throwing motion.
18 Gator.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, as an offense, you know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass.
Great punt.
I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
6-man.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
You got to go Superman there.
This
just
will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Leonard Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 36, Jackson, he'll run it. Jackson hit.
Got him again. He gonna learn. You got to stop running.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers.
He running too much.
Forced a fumble last week, forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on.
With desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Look at this, a tight end carry.
They fucking changed the direction as he was stumbling. They some hoes for that.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators
Damn, he just all out blitzing. That's kind of sad that we have to resort to those tactics.
Freed up the D lineman to make the play.
I guess if you're killing them.
And some room to maneuver.
I know he wanted to kill him. That's all right. I'll go out of bounds.
A big time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Yeah, I know he wanted to kill him.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon.
That's my fault. I missed my hole.
From the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against
I missed my hole. That's on me.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
I know what I want to run,
but almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Hey, when you know your playbook, I had something else I wanted to run, but
from the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Martin now following the scores. He'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, this is Geis. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught.
I clicked on too late.
Ravens touchdown.
I clicked on too late.
Hollywood,
that's my fault.
Brown. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Able to connect.
Yeah, if I would have clicked on sooner.
The lead to 28-14.
Because I'm like, I just put him back there. He's going to run with
They will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's what I tell him. You better give me, because if you don't, scoot around that edge.
The Charger drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to
I'm just trying to get him field goal range.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Never gave him
and with
opportunity.
just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson.
Got a pick.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action.
Good job, Josh.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Quick that.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now.
That was just a glitchy alignment.
Maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had
That's
his
how that
way in
was,
this
just a
one, but
glitchy
this
alignment.
time they get him behind the line.
91. Watch the pass. Kill. Ready.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's going to
all
lose
out
yardage
blitzing.
and be backed up to the 25. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is Harris.
Right into it. That's what I want.
12 yards
I ain't got to
on the
make the tackle. I
return
just got to get him
that
juke
time. And the
into
Ravens,
where the traffic
they'll
is.
take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This motherfucker
They
is
trail
still on X
offense,
Factor?
first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
That's my fault. I missed the gap. Let him go.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't
Let him
think
go.
they're going to get there.
I missed the gap.
The 20. And
I don't like this shit. I got to figure out how to get this motherfucker off X Factor.
Factor. Leonard Fournette, his 9th touchdown of the season.
I missed the
And
gap, though. That's me.
Ravens cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the
that's on
third
me.
quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But
We ain't gonna be able to just sit on the ball.
That binds you
I
up
ain't
so
planning to
much
do
if
that
you try
anyway.
too hard, you don't get the score. A per combination of urgency.
His guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case,
And got his man complete past the 20. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan An 80-yard touchdown. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I just max protected and put him on the street.
Easy drive to recap.
You press, that's it.
Is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house.
Damn, you can only get him out of there if he's not targeted.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we?
Damn, that's it? That's the only way you get him out of it?
Time, John. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
What's tight? Tight is right. Mike 52. Mike 52. Y'all not ready?
Thank you. Yeah, the connection. Golly, he glitched me.
Contact up front as penalty
what the
markers
hell,
come
man?
in. Who is this against?
We got a horrible fucking connection right now.
Moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
Wow. I can't see nothing right now. What is going on with the connection, Madden?
39. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success. How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
We got to step. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist.
Now Jackson on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that,
maybe
they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end.
Told you. I can't do nothing because it's glitching.
Marquise Brown.
I'm going to stop this fucking